Hello. I don't know how long it takes to get from 84 to 100. My guess is less than 24 hours, but we'll see. We'll see how things go, and we'll smash it out. I happy you went this over Stormclaw? Yes. If Stormclaw is better than this, then Stormclaw is obscene, because this is like, I mean, I doubt it is, but this is like so stupidly good. It's just the most chill, like, well-rounded build. And you get to play a beast. It's a well-rounded beast, chat. It's insane. Stormclaw is 100% not better than this. Yeah, at least not in single target, right? It is really hard to beat this build single target, because there's like some broken bullshit interaction. Not bugged, obviously. Not even it doesn't even need to get nerfed. It's just very strong. Like the fact that you can spam tornadoes with a stacking crit multi-buff, and then you also get access to 100% crit chance. This is very synergistic. It will be nerfed though. Yeah, better get to 100 before they nerf it. Does this build pretty much require the unique helmet? Yes. Yeah. There's no way to do this build without the helmet. Like, unironically. Because you can't cast a tornado if you don't have the helmet. So you literally can't play, like, it's not like worse. You literally can't use Grizzly Rage. And Grizzly Rage is the build. Every class 100, are you okay, bro? The first ever level 100 I got in Path of Exile, I don't know if you're familiar with that game, took me 17 days played to go from 1 to 100. And that was the first of many. The first of many. I don't know, man. Did anyone here play D2? Did anyone actually hit 100 in D2? Because if you hit 100 in D2, you're more of a sick than I am. Because I never hit well, 99, sorry. 99. I don't know, 100 in all classes in D4 is easy compared to 99 in D2. Like, it's actually very easy. The real question is, am I gonna survive the service instability for that long? That's the real question. I guess I didn't tell you guys how the D&D sesh went. I just told you we had one. It was actually really fun. So who was the GM? Ziz's good friend. I think I heard you say his name on stream, so it's ethical, right? But this is IRL friend that he's known for a long time. Yeah, so his name is Shane. He GMs for, he used to GM for Ziz, well still does obviously, because he did it last night, but he was the like GM of the group and everything like that. So there's Shane as the DM, and there's Ziz, me, Noogie, and Helena. Obviously, I had no idea what I was getting into, but I figured there's a lot of RP, so it's basic. I figure I've been practicing with Diablo 4, right? Because there's so much RP in D4. So I just went into it with the mentality that it's like IRL's campaign of Diablo 4. It's an easy clap. So anyway, so I had to make my character, and this probably doesn't know. Actually, this probably does know this, but I have no idea what I was doing because I was just playing so much Diablo 4 that now I knew a month in advance that we were gonna do this, but because I've been playing so much D4, I completely didn't plan at all. But I knew enough to know that I was probably gonna play a wizard, because yeah, for my first time I figure I'll keep it simple, stupid. Like I don't have to go crazy or anything, so I can just play something that, you know, is like logical for me to try out, at least at the beginning, right? Medikirk. So anyway, I played a wizard. Helena, I'm pretty sure she landed on ranger. She was gonna play a monk, but she landed on a ranger. And then Noogie was a paladin, and Ziz was the cleric. So he's actually I actually would have totally played cleric if Ziz didn't play cleric, because I think that would also be good to play for my first time, because that'd be useful. And so my character chat, I was just reading through, like, oh, it's actually so cool. So I didn't know there was like so I'm just gonna ask you guys, because I didn't want to ask Ziz or Shane because they would look at me funny. So Ziz, you just have to mute, thanks. But I didn't know D&D had like actual rules, because to me, my understanding of D&D was it was very RP heavy. Like the rules even. I mean, the rules are like RP, right? To an extent, right? Well, I figured there was some rules. Like, I knew you had die and shit. And I knew monsters had health. And I got that, but, like, so hear me out. Can the DM, like, make up monsters? They can, right? And the DM can, like, decide, like, oh, I'm gonna f you or I'm not gonna f you. Like, they have a lot of leeway, right? So I guess I just interpreted that like a bit more. They can make up anything. Oh, maybe I didn't then. Maybe I understood it pretty well. Anyway, as much as they want, basically, right? So, what I guess I just thought that there was less rules because of the DMs and how they function. You know what I mean? Like I kind of thought that more of the game was like that to an extent. So when Shane whips out this massive book of rules, like I'll put it this way, chat. I didn't know there was actual like spells that like they can do certain things. Like you're allowed to do X, Y, Z with like certain spells and shit. So that was really cool, actually. I like that. I actually like that there's a lot of structure to it. I had no idea, dude. So anyway, I ended up naming my character. So I wanted to be a short wizard. So I'm a dwarf wizard, which is not the meta pick. Like that's not what you're supposed to be. But I was like, I'll embrace the RP, right? So I went with a dwarf wizard, and I'm a fire wizard. So my character is a dwarf called Flint Firelock. No, Flint Fireforge. Yeah. Halflings also exist. Yeah, I was looking at halfling too, but I wanted to be a dwarf. Fat lol. So I nearly died to the first thing we ever fought. But I think that's normal as a wizard. Is that normal, chat? I mean, I literally got down. I literally did die, but I didn't like... Ziz came to... he like healed me. So, yeah. In a world of fantasy, he chose to be himself. TLDR, after some fumbling around, Helena and me killed the guard. Well, we downed the guard, and then I wanted to kill him or let him bleed. And then everyone was like, no, we should be nice and heal him. They healed him, which turned out to be a good idea. And now we're off on some big adventure to we're basically stopping. Wait, there's no way this is a spoiler, right? Because each campaign's like custom, because like Shane just made it up, right? But basically, we're stopping some ancient sacrifice from the ruling families of the land. It's his own world. That's so cool. So yeah, we're being good guys. We're being good guys, chat. Of course, Theo would be a murder hobo. I wasn't a murder hobo. I tried to run away. Oh, this is actually really funny. So I tried to run away from the guard at first because we didn't want to hurt anybody. But because I'm a dwarf, I run slow. And so I run slower than the guard. And so I ran, and then the guard ran up to me and stabbed me anyway. And so that's when I turned around and I just ultied on him. So Helena was like, because we were separated, and it was me and Helena together. And then Helena was like, we should run. And I'm downed. I'm literally bleeding to death. And then Helena is like, I'm gonna run. And Ziz and Noogie look at Helena and like, you can't leave him. You have to. Keeping in mind, because we're separated. Oh shit. Ah, it's gonna boom. Technically speaking, they wouldn't actually be able. Technically speaking, were you guys actually technically allowed to advise Helena there? I actually don't know how serious the RP is. It's funny though. No, she ended up saving me. She saved me. I got a stacked whirlwind barb at 82 wood blast. Hardcore EU, because I'll be honest with you, me, 100 today. I mean... I might be down, dude. Hardcore EU. Alright, my B tag. Burrows is insane. I mean, obviously it would be better to do a duo dungeon, I think. When you say Burrows is insane, do you mean as a, So is Burrows good to duo? I forget. Yeah, I think it actually would be. Because one person goes left, one person goes right, and then you meet up in the middle. I want to test this. I mean, 100% I want to test this. Alright, let's go. Let's give it a go. I assume it's gonna be left and right. I'll go left. XP bar go brrr. So the only problem with this strategy for X is they're gonna nerf it tomorrow. So we literally have to hit 100 now, okay? How do you level up without the helmet, by the way? So, some disturbing facts about Diablo 4. Uniques are not tradable, uniques are rare. Uniques also have a high level requirement, depending on when you drop them. You also, generally speaking, don't drop uniques for other classes very often. What does this mean? This means you have to level a druid without the unique that lets you play the build you want to play, with no guarantee you'll ever even get the unique. The person, I think, who invented this build, or well, one of the people who made this build, hit level 100 before they got to play it. Because they didn't drop the helmet. What's the better game, D4 or Candy Crush? Will it expose my elitism and gatekeeping if I say Candy Crush is dog shit? I don't know. See, the thing is that my mum likes games like that, but she's an actual gamer. Like she's a gamer, so she grew up playing Pac-Man, Tetris. The aesthetics is not for me, chat. All right, I'm not a Candy Crush enjoyer. Maybe if they rebrand, yeah, they redo the aesthetics, and we do instead of Candy Crush, maybe we do like Demon Crush. I don't know. Make it PoE currency. Oh shit, yo. Candy Crush and PoE currency would be sick. That's a good idea. They could call it TFT. Yo! My parents did not give a shit about like they went like, ooh, the devil. When I was 8 years old, I played Diablo 1. I don't think they knew. Cause like, it's just a PlayStation 1 game that I rented. I don't think they knew. And I never played Diablo 2. There was a brief opportunity I had to play D2 when I was still in high school. But I saw my friend's dad playing Diablo 2. I was like, oh, I don't want to play that then, because my friend's dad's playing. Oh no. I mean, I had my own game addiction. So the game I was playing when back then. So my friend's dad was playing D2 and we were playing RuneScape. Like classic old school RuneScape. Like old school RuneScape when it wasn't old school, you know? And my friend's mom, right? She saw us playing RuneScape and for whatever reason she decided to try it. For whatever reason, maybe she was just curious what kind of game it was. I have no idea why. Now here's the thing. We were in school. She was at home. So she actually maxed her account while we were at school. No joke. And if you know how hard it is to max in RuneScape, like so she would have to pick us up from school and she would forget to pick us up from school. So we would be stuck at school waiting to get picked up. And she would forget to pick us up or she'd be late. Because she'd be playing RuneScape. Oh shit. I wasn't even mad though. I was not even mad. I was like giga chat. Holy. I was like, I wish my mom was maxed in RuneScape. Holy. Wait, if I'm struggling with the heat, this must be dying, right?
How do you know how good their support
is?
He's
glistening.
Had any issues yet? From seeing
he looks like he's wearing makeup.
And from
he's glistening. Do you know what I see? No, none of us do. I have a fan, which is Carrick. So I'm so sweaty that the fan, you know when you have a fan and sweat and it kind of like, because it's moisture, it kind of like, it cools it. So I feel pretty good actually. I actually don't feel bad. The only problem is my ass is leaking, so I have massive swamp ass. What's your ARPG player Hall of Famer list? Well, like the best ARPG players. Well, would it be best or like most, like Hall of Famer? I mean, Hall of Famer would be like more like feats, right? So you'd have Al Kaiser with the Paragon 100 grind and the Al Kaiser run. You'd have Kriparian with the world first hardcore Inferno Diablo pre-nerf. You'd have Ben absolutely dominating the Path of Exile scene. You'd have Ty. Although, is Ty... I mean, every PoE player, almost every PoE player is probably heard of Ty, right? Or at least confused Ty and Ty. I wonder if Ziz would make that list. He had a few feats for sure. Because Ziz has had multiple world firsts, including world first Shaper, and now world first team in D4, but hardcore team. But he's definitely more known for like a pillar of the Path of Exile community, I would say. Well, I think we can at least agree on Ben, Alk, and Crip, at least for my list. Imagine leaving Quinn out. I don't know if I feel bad for leaving Quinn out. You gotta understand, if it's my list, Quinn's feats were done in an era where I just didn't give too much of a shit about D3. Same with mods. They had their own sort of era that I just wasn't a part of. Hey, did I ever tell you, chat, about the story? Well, I did. I told you all these stories. I've told you every story I know because I only have like 10 stories. I'm not that interesting. But when I was a kid, I was watching SBS or ABC. I think it was SBS. And it had subtitles. Right? We were just watching the telly because, like, back in the day, no internet, right? It is what it is. Anyway, we were watching the TV with subtitles on, and the subtitles came up with the C word, the naughty C word. And I said that I read it out, the subtitles, in front of my mum, and she looked at me like, never say that again. And because I was a kid, and so I basically never did. That word is now my ultimate, like it's my ultimate swear word. I basically never say that word now. Yeah, that stuck with me. I'll say it one time. Clown. Ask your mum to lift the spell. Shit. So this is why you're evicted from Australia? Yeah. Shit. Yeah, every like 18 years or so, they ask you to say it, and I couldn't say it, so I got evicted. What was that? Holy. I forgot what website I was on, chat.
How am I finding the mystery boxes? Oh, I have a helltide.com will show you where they all are.
It's Helltides with an S. Nugian.
Oh, no. I'm dead. What? Where did they all spawn?
Lost to no overlay. Omega lol, dude. Show the Amaranth rip? No, dude. No, dude. I have to admit, I've never actually thought to watch Amaranth stream, but the fact that she's playing Diablo 4 is tempting. It's tempting. It's tempting. You know, I'm curious. I'm curious. For science, for science, for science. For science, chat, for science. Are you tapping this side at me as unrelated? No, it's not. No. No, chat. No. For the gameplay. For the gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, boys. We're probably getting Vrax to 90, and then I'm gonna take all my clothes off. Sounds like it's harder in Belfast than in Los Angeles. Well, it did bottom out. So this is where it stopped. You can see 32 point. Oh, I think my camera died. It probably overheated. Well, chat. Not only has my camera overheated, but so have I probably. I'm just gonna get Vrax to level 90, and then we're gonna call it there, I think, boys. We'll finish off the level 100 push tomorrow.